Touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Taken in by Hill, right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Let's go now.
Taken in by Williams outright. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
On 3rd down, Genty. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Raiders first down.
Back to throw now. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
That's another Raiders first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Las Vegas.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, start. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Let's go. Cougar 18, Pioneer. 76 Wolf. 19 Lion. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
Las Vegas.
Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resume, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Rip, 20.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He rolls to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Back to the air, Lawrence. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
They go play action on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying getting that one to Jack Besh. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready? 19. Craft all 80. Ready?
Can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
11.
They go play action. Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Hey.
Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. It's a small gain up to the 38. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Lawrence now off the play action. Still has some space inside the 35. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Hey, go. Hey, tomato. Cut. Silver.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Dump off cut by his back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Hey, change attack. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence escapes the pocket. He can run it. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now.
And he will score! Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the snake.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Vacates quickly left side. Snagged near the boundary by Besh. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. Cut. 18 Cardinal. 18 Buffalo. 18. Ready.
Pass play on first and 10. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jency. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 18 yards yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Raiders at a deficit. Entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Another give here to Genty. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 20-yard gain on the play, and that's a Vegas first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Dragon 60.
Looking inside the red zone. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
11. Hey, Lion.
Lawrence looking to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. 19 life.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Makes the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
That's another Las Vegas.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment. but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try and get that one to Brock Bowers. So second down coming up.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Panther 11, Cougar 19. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Broncos. 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Throw here, third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Buffalo 18.
He's dropping back to throw. This one's taken in by Thornton. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
A gain of 13
Buffalo
yards.
80.
First down,
60
Raiders.
Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
First down, play action. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19.
Genty from the gun. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders earn the chance to tie before halftime.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Hey, go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Raiders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
On the jump.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Come on, come on.
And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one finds Thornton. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
31, Jaguars 28.
Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. All right, partner, are you on board with that call
No.
we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 43-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Throwing the out route, complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Shotgun give here to Genty. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
All right, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down again to Tootin. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this second and inches. A toss play to Tootin. Breaks the tackle. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Taking a shot for the end zone. Pass it down close. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Forced out to his right. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. Wow, still a full quarter left often down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
So few of these are recovered by the kicking team anymore. It reminds me why you've seen some alternatives tossed around for ways to replace the onside kick. For now, well, it just remains a difficult challenge that was not achieved that time around.
Crack all 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Giving this to Genty. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
7-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Panther 60, go.
Back to Genty. He cuts it back right. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders push this to an 8-point game.
Las Vegas.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders push the lead to 2 scores now.
Jaguars 36.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Trey Tucker to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. It is caught left side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Hey, Lion! Turn, this is hot. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. There he goes again! And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
1st and 10.
1st
down throw, Lawrence. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to...
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Lisa 24.
3rd and long for him here. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Jaguars 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, Ginger. Dad.
Lawrence working from the gun. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Wow, still a full quarter left and down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick.
Each of these guys on this hands team, well, they're handpicked, no pun intended, for the assignment. And they need the guys out there who could always be relied on to go bring in that onside kick without incident.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They'll go play action. Rolling out to his left. Pass is caught at the 9. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Hey, Soko, hot!
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He'll work against the blitz. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and netted some positive yards.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60.
Here he goes, third and long. Catch made. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the third. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, Broadway guy. And with two scores now, it's what, a two-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tucker now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Here's a screen for 2. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Silver.
Lawrence facing third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get it back on the final play of the quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll toss it. Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
Slot man motioned over. Passing now on second and 10. Taking a shot deep here. This is caught inside the 15. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's second down.
Seven Pirates.
Back now, pressure coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Pat the 60.
Hill comes in motion left.
Ready.
From the gun on third down. Chased out to his right. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. They got one right there with that sack. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Go. Hey, Ginger. Hey, kill.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
To second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Offense is set. First and 10.
Jaguars, first
Red,
down.
23.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Hey, here we go.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now within one score in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. The fifth of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. So Lawrence lining the Jaguars up. They're going for two.
Hey, easy, rep.
All
right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All right. right, so for the time being, we stay in a one-possession game, Brock, but they were trying to make it a two-score game with that two-point conversion.
Could feel it. The killer mentality on that sideline. They wanted to put this game away. And if they're getting that aggressive right there, no doubt, this defense wants to play with the same aggression. Buckle up, offense. Pressure's coming. They're going to want to force this one and this offense into a mistake and seal this game now.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. And off to Genty. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Raiders first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf. Go.
It's caught left side by Hill. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. And he's in, touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Tyreek Hill the touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Darian Porter.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Here we go. Start.
This is Genty on 2nd. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Raiders moments away from celebrating their 14th win this season.
From the set.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Deputy.
Genty on the give, he's headed right. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 8. 3rd and 4.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And that run's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
79 Broncos. Go.
Going for it on 4th. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Check it.
Genty can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They're going to pass it here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Go, go. Hey, here we go.
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, the body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that long flight home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole lot easier celebrating a great performance.